What's going on? What's going on? I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. Before I get started, please like and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate your support. This is actually episode 141. 141, Built For It, is the title of this episode. Built for it means a few different things, but I'm going to go right into the mentality that you have to have when you want to push forward to be successful in obtaining whatever it is you want in life or a task, or you went through something and you were really built for that moment to come out on the other side. I'll give you a prime example, and I thank God for it. So God, family, friends, thank you so very much. Our son Brandon yesterday tore his Achilles. Unfortunately, yesterday mid-afternoon to evening time, and he's in Alabama, as everybody know. And obviously that was a traumatic experience for him, and had to have surgery today. So we had successful surgery a few hours ago. Thank God. Thank God. God has the master plan. And as Brandon is, he basically is back at the office. A few hours ago, he had surgery, and he decides to go in for about a half hour to 40 minutes, into his office. So you got to be built for it, man. That's just one of them things. It's just an example of the mental toughness that it takes to go through things or to deal with things as they come about. And like I said, I thank God, family, friends. It's just one of them things where God has the master plan always and always will. So in saying that, what I'm saying, being built for it, there's layers to it, but I'm going to say it this way. So notice how people change when you don't do what they want you to do. Just notice that, right? Pay attention to how people react to you when you say no. You could say yes to somebody 100 times. The minute you say no one time, now they have a problem with you. The minute you say no one time, you said yes 100 times. The minute you say no one time, now people have a problem with you. You got to be built for it. You got to be built for that moment when no matter what you do is not enough for somebody else. You got to be built for that moment no matter how hard you try to appease people, to make them like you. It's not enough. You got to be built for that moment when everything you say is correct, your actions are good, the things that you want to aspire to help other people get to their next point is good. All of that is good, but you still come up short in the eyes of somebody else because it's just not enough. You have to be built for that. There's a certain mental toughness. There's a certain spiritual toughness. There's a certain cultural toughness. All of that entwined into who you are, that's going to allow you to walk out on the other side when it's just not enough for somebody else. You have to be built for that. I often say, and I kind of live by this principle, obviously among a few other things, but discipline is the foundation for success, and consistency fosters that. Discipline is the foundation for success, and consistency fosters that. Whatever you are good at, if you have the discipline to train and do whatever you need to do to study whatever the occupation is, if you have the self-discipline to put yourself in the position to obtain that type of success and you're consistent at it, you will be great at whatever that is, right? But also, you have to be built for the other stuff that comes with it. You have to be built for the discipline that it takes and the consistency that it takes to go through no matter what it is, no matter people talking about you, people don't want to support you, people don't want to give you your props, all of that. You got to be built to not allow that to affect your ultimate goal of being successful. That's why I say you got to be built for it. It's something that's in all of us, and we all have it. I'm telling you right now, we all have it. God gave it to us all. We're all blessed with it. The thing that stops most people either the insecurities that they have going through life, because as a kid, you don't have insecurities, trust, because you don't know. You know, you grow up as a child, you're running, you're playing, you're getting it. Then all of a sudden you start meeting different people and they start telling you different things. And all of a sudden you start paying attention to different things and you take your eye off the main thing. Now all of a sudden somebody else's inconsistencies and issues become your inconsistencies and issues when you never had them before. So you grow up with all of this stuff and you find yourself like a coat putting on somebody else's issues, putting on somebody else's inconsistencies, putting on somebody else's problems when you never had that before. So you grow into that, unfortunately. You have to be built to shed somebody else's issues, shed somebody else's problems, shed somebody else's inconsistencies, and go back to the root of who you are. You got to be built for that. Because when you do that, people who don't know how to be consistent, people who are not disciplined, you'll find them, they'll weave themselves out of the bunch. They will stray from you. They will disconnect from you because you're too disciplined, you're too consistent, you're too driven, you are built for it. And a lot of people that aren't, they simply can't hang. It's just that simple. They simply can't hang. That's not your issue. That's not your problem. If you are built for it, continue to move forward, continue to strive, continue to push yourself when nobody else will, and you'll see the successes that you will obtain. And it's a beautiful thing because we all have it in us to be successful. We just have to find out what that is that we really want to do and then go at it 100 miles an hour with no stop button, no brake on it. Just go after what you want in your life 100 miles an hour. You deserve to be successful. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. You deserve to be successful, just like the next person does. But you got to be built for it when nobody else wants you to, when nobody else want to see you achieve those successes. Don't worry about that. Be built for it, be driven, stay focused, stay consistent, and every you obtain, you will. You will. Because you're built for it. I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. I'll see you next week. Take care.